Alright guys, I'm back. This is part 2 from the crossover from Off-Road Outlaws to No Limits Drag Racing 2.0. It ended, the video had ended, so here's just the part 2. The first one does have part 1, but yeah, this is going to be part 2 of that video, so let's hop in. For the drift car, let's just go with the modern. But yeah, we're just gonna go with a Dodge Viper, to be honest. Mainly for the simple fact that not a lot of people use these for cars, nor even drift cars. So we're gonna kinda mess up my game here a little bit and see what I can build with this. There's some pretty cool things with the Viper though. There's not a lot of people that actually have this car today. So we're just gonna hurry up and throw something together. We'll throw North Carolina on there. Okay, no. Now today it is only a rear license plate. There's no longer a front one. So we'll just put Drifter. Looks nice. Right, now that we have that, let's move this down there. Let's come colors. Let's do a nice red. Do a matte red. Let's come here. Let's do a matte red with that too. Only so that way it looks right. Do a matte red with that. There's not really much you can do with an engine though, so we'll just make all that red. Besides the exhaust, let's make the exhaust like a white. No, we'll just make it red, make it seem different. Because people are starting to get their exhaust different color, so let's just go with that. And let me know if there's any other kind of cars you guys would want to see me build. Only for some fact, I don't build a lot of cars anymore like I used to. Because I'm trying to get in the swing of this new thing with YouTube and all that. So I'm just going to try and do my best and keep up on these videos to keep you guys updated on everything. Not there's much going on, but yeah. Let's hurry up and update some things real fast. Okay, that looks better, a lot better. Alright, let's come. Wait, first let's see if there's some wraps on. That should look kind of cool with the white and the red. Let's do that blue, and let's actually come back to parts and all that, and then come here, and we're just gonna do a blue on it. Or we should do a white. Let's do this gray, actually. This gray makes it seem pretty cool. Let's go with the dark gray. Let's do that, and then let's do the common trims on the rims and everything. So that way, it all comes together. We'll keep the seats the way they are. Well, actually, let's make them. Yeah, let's do that. We'll keep that. We'll keep the windows out. And then we'll just come back to here and make it just a straight blue so that way it don't look all weird. Do you want it to be glossy? Now for our dunk car, we will go crazy on it. I will say that. But yeah, here's part of the drift car right now. So let's go to upgrades. And we're just gonna max everything out. There ain't gonna be nothing hanging out on it. Intake. We'll do this. Exhaust. I will say we are going to keep the exhaust the way they are. We're just gonna go and buy everything for it. Like I said earlier, I just make sure I can go and buy everything. Just that way I have it. But let's go ahead and we can put anything on it. Let's do that. Now we're gonna come. Actually, you know what? Let's just come here. And then we're just gonna throw a Pro Charger in it. How about that? No, actually, let's just do turbos. Only for the simple fact it might go better. Do a normal exit. And then transmission. For this, we will do a 3-speed. Not only for the now, if we have to, we will change it to a 4-speed. But right now, it's only for a drifter. We will max everything out just for now. If I think anything needs fixed, we'll just do that. But I'm still just gonna buy all the things for it. But there's a reason you do see me buy everything. In case I do happen to need to switch something, then I can just go and do that. Like, I'll go and buy the wheelie bars and everything, just that way I have it. Not that I'm running out of money anytime soon, but still. For my tires, we'll just go with an all-out width. So let's just do, only because not all drift cars have the fattest of tires, we'll do a 15. We'll do an ET straight. Actually, let's do an ET straight with them. Let's do, yeah, we'll do the 19-inch diameter. And let's do a 25-inch tire with a 15-inch width. So with the 25-inch height, the 25 width, well, the 15-inch width, I meant, and we got an 18-inch rim. So go ahead and buy that. And now for the front, what we're going to do is, so we had a 25. We're going to go 25. And then, so this was a 15. But as you can tell, this is a lot wider than the front. So here, we're just going to go with a 12 to make up for it. And then, because you can't go any higher, so we'll just leave it at that. But now see, we go, my bad. We're going to go up, and then we can go up. So right here, we're just going to take it at the 25 and the 18. We're just going to go ahead there and buy that. So now, right here, we have a Viper. Now, we only have the ET streets on it. On the side, we have a little bit more grip, and we're not just doing circles. But now, transmission. So it had taken out 4th, 5th, and 6th. And we all know that because of the fact that I took out the last 3 gears that there was. So now that we have that, we're at a 3.0, 2.0, and 1.20. So for the final, not a lot of people, or rarely no one, do this. But for this build, I'm honestly going to try and keep the gears as close as possible. So we're just going to drop this very last gear down to a 1-0. Well, third gear down to a 1-0. We're going to drop this down to a 1-3-0. It's not a smart idea. We'll just drop it down to a 1-6. And this last one, we're just going to take it all the way up to a 2-0. Well, that's 60 in between, and 40 of that takes you to a 2-0. So we'll do a 220 on it. How about that? Keep it somewhat the same. And for this final, you may or may not think it's a smart idea. What we're going to do is we're going to take it down to a 220 also, only for some fact it is a drift build. And that'll stretch out the gears a lot to where our final for the third gear, that's taking us all the way to a 169. It's not bad, but also if you do want a drag car or something, you're going to want it like that. Rather than that, let's lower this thing all the way. And then we'll get everything done. Come to show body. And we'll just take it to a 3.8. For the rear, we'll take that into a 2.0. And this one we'll take into a 3.0. Only so that way we have enough steering in it. But yeah, this is supposed to be a good drift build that I'm making. See how low that goes. And we'll press up show body to look. Yeah, this is what we should actually do. Take the clearance up to a 5.50. Only for some fact we do have some clearance off the ground and everything. And shift weight, it really don't matter on that. Like I said earlier, make sure you don't have a wheelie bar installed. Everything else should be fine. Just make sure you don't have your launch RPM on, so that way, because you don't really even need a launch RPM, nor a launch control. But now if you're trying to build like a legit drag car, which we'll make next, we'll just do that. For this, if you guys do make this build, do not do the setup it has on here. Just buy the perfect setup and you'll be good. Most of the time, if you do try and do it, it might mess it up a little bit. You can try it at first. Just make sure you have enough gold to buy it for the fuel rate and timing. For the boost, we're just going to leave everything there. We ain't going to mess with that yet. If we have to later, we will. And we'll run the dyno only for some fact we need to make sure it has enough horsepower to spin them rear roll. Okay, so we do have more than enough than what I wanted. I at least wanted 3,000, somewhere in the 3,000 range. I did not want no 3,400. So I'm not going to mess with anything, only because that is more than enough than what we need to spin the rear roll. So let's hope it don't do anything crazy. So, let's go, start up, free ride. And we'll do a single player, only so that way no one's hitting us. So, let's just, yeah, this thing's for sure going to be a drifter. We can already tell by the way it's already starting to swing. But yeah, since we already see that it's already starting to drift, we should have no worries. So let's actually throw it in a manual real fast, and throw it in second gear, see how much it swings with that gear. Because every gear in cars, the second gear is normally always the best gear to go drifting in. But as you can see, I just bumped it, but if you do hit some, it will take your drift score down. But other than that, it is a very good drift car, as you can see right here. But let's exit back and let's go build a donk car. If you don't know what a donk car is, it is a gangster car, basically. We will use a retro for this one, though, only for the simple fact it's an older car. Like, not a lot of newer cars are donk. So let's use this. You'd see a lot of cars like this as a good gangster car. So come by this. Let's come to upgrades, and we're actually just gonna upgrade everything. Not that we should, but that is what we're gonna do. Alright, now that we have everything upgraded, here's where the tricky stuff starts, only because you don't know what to do. This one, I'm going to do everything on. But thing is, here's where it's going to get tricky. Only because you don't want any kind of exhaust exit on it. If you do get a normal one, that is going to be the best thing you could do. But how it crosses is where it's going to get tricky, because people are going to see them exhaust pipes stick down if it's lifted. So here now is you're going to want to go with a Pro Charger. Not that you want to. So no, we're just going to do a turbo on it. Not that we should, but we are. So now that we have the turbo on it, we're going to come to transmission and make it a 4-speed. It would be a 5-speed, but it's not going to, only for the simple fact that this car is going to be lifted off the ground. So let's hurry up and just do all this real fast. For the frame, it's mainly for my drift cars and my donk cars like this. I just mainly do the rate reduction and weight transfer. But if you guys don't have a lot of money, don't buy the things that I'm buying and don't even put on it. It's just for me to make sure if I do need it, I'll have it. If you guys are like that, well then, you're pretty smart about it. Not saying that anybody that doesn't do it isn't smart. I'm just saying that's pretty much what a smart idea is. So for this, we're going to go all out lifted. And then we're going to put a 28-inch rim on it. But now if we wanted, we would put this, but then it'd make it wheelie. So we're just going to put these on it. And now we're going to come to the front. We're going to lift it all the way up. We're going to put the 28-inch rim on it. And we're going to do the 15. Now if it looks too big, now see, we'll just drop it down to a 12. Now this is part of our donk build, remember. So now let's come customize and look at some of the things we can put on it. Now for this, let's just put this little scoop on it. We ain't gonna do nothing bigger. We're just gonna put this scoop on it. For the wing, we ain't putting anything on it. Now for the rims, I'm gonna put these on it. And then, since it is a donk car, we're gonna think of one place that would have cars like this. And we're gonna think of, we all know, California. And I passed it because, you know, I'm not paying attention. So let's do that. And then we'll do edit text. And we'll put gangster. Okay, got a gangster plate on it. And we can move that back up to. And now we can come here. We'll do that blue. Come here. Do that. Actually, no, we're just gonna keep these wheels the interior color. So let's actually make the interior. Let's go to interior and just make it a straight. No, we'll just do it white. And for here, we all know all the gangsters black out their windows. So there's that now. So now here's just the basics of it. So now we're just going to come transmission. We're just going to drop it to the lowest it has. So actually we'll just raise it up. So this one will be a 4.0. This one will be a 3.0. This one will be a 2.0. Because you don't want them too fast. You just want them as a mess around car. We'll do a 1.0. And we'll see what the max is for that. This one's a 5.0. So this right here, if we really wanted, that's what we would do. But we're actually just going to do a 1.0. It may not seem like a good idea, but that's what we're going to do just to mess with everything. So as you can see right here, we are in progress of it. If we want, we can. So I'll just take this out to a 5.0 and take this one out to a 1.0, only so that way it lines up. And then, actually, so that way it looks more right, we'll come back to tires. Take the height down to where we can see the body. We'll take it down to a 3.0. Now it's down at a 3.0, we can come back to tune, suspension, stiffness, and we'll bring it. Actually, no, we'll just do the clearance on it. Let's do a 4.0. And here we have the donk. But if we really wanted, was if you guys wanted, again, check if there's wheelie bar and everything. But yeah, just make sure you have everything where you would want it. But yeah, other than that, it should be a pretty good car to work with. So yeah, let's put it on the dyno and see what it does. This does alright, it does a lot more than what I thought it was. I thought it was going to do like a 28 something for the horsepower and at least a 20 something for the torque. So it's a lot better than what I was thinking. So let's come over here to this. we were talking about it. For this, let's go customize real fast, because we're going to want a hood on this. So we'll just... put this on it. Put the stock hood on it. Make it seem like it's a sleeper. Now for this, let's go test and tune it. We're going to go Battle Creek, Gagway, 4th mile, full tree, left side. Now for this, since it has 3 gears, we're going to do an 8th mile only because that's the shortest you can run on it. And we'll do the left side and everything. Even though how we did the gears, it'll probably be pretty fast. Then after this, we'll go test out the donk and everything. And then let me know what you guys think is better, the donk or the drifter, or even both. If you don't like either of them, it's fine. You ain't gotta like it's just for fun. Accidentally messed all of that up, so we will do a rerun of it. But yeah, and make sure you go check out my brother's YouTube channel at Pix Gaming, P-I-X, and the P is capital, and then there's a space, and it is a capital G, and then gaming. So make sure you check him out. He has a couple of videos up. So make sure you check him out. He will be posting some videos. He will probably post a lot more than me. But yeah, make sure you go check him out. Kinda had to mess with it a little bit. You said it did 160. It probably goes a lot faster. So let's hurry up and go cross over to the 4th mile, and we will see how it does then. It probably will do some crazy things if I let it. So yeah, let's hurry up and do this, and then we'll cross over to the donk and see what we can do there. .122 is the tire temp I mainly go for. If you have seen me try and target that, I try and let off a little before or just a little after. But yeah, that's what I mainly try targeting. So let's see what it'll do. It does 190, which is a lot better than what I would think it would do. But yeah, so let's go back and grab the donk and see what that'll do. Kinda hope it don't do any wheelies or anything, because if anything, then we gotta mess with it. But yeah, let's see how it'll do. Because we had to keep in mind I only put a 4-speed in it, so we'll do what we did with the Viper. We'll do the 8th mile, and then we'll see how it does on that 4th. Because it also don't get its full speed on a 8th mile. Sorry about that, grabbing a drink real fast. I was doing 145 by the start, so let's redo that only since I did let off. For the first one, I did not let off the gas at the start, so that's when we'll hold it in and see what it does. Kinda hope it doesn't wheelie only for the simple fact that it does have ET streets on it. Yeah, it's how the Viper is. It does that start, but it's gonna do that. So let's go see how it does on the 4th mile real fast, and then well, tell you this, we'll go by an El Camino after this, and we'll see how good we can squat it. Now it may not do good, but who cares, because it's for the fun. Alright, I'm pretty sure it's on the 4th mile. I hope it is. If not, oh well. We'll just go back and fix it. Now, if you guys do want to see some better things, go check out Apex Gaming, No Limits Drag Racing 2.0. Check him out. Check out Exo Froggy. Check out TC 9700 Gaming. They for sure got a lot more builds and better ones for sure. I can tell you that. But yeah, let me know if there's any builds you want to see. If there's one that, if you guys do one, I can show you in case you don't see the one guy's video. It's of his drag car. If you guys know who Cletus McFarland is, tried rebuilding his mullet drag El Camino. But here's the build I said I was going to show you guys. This is his build that he made. It don't have slick or no limit on it, of course, because it's a real life drag build, not in-game drag build. It's his actual drag car. But make sure you go check him out on Insta or Snapchat at @bmore_fox. He's been doing some updates on it every so often, so just go make sure you check him out for sure. So actually, let's come back to retro now, so that way we can get the El Camino, and we're gonna see what dumb things we could do to it, or dumb thing we can't do to it. So what we're just gonna do, we're just gonna come to parts. Well, not parts. First, let's just do all the upgrades on it. We're just gonna see how dumb we can make it, to be honest. Okay, now, what's more fun than making a vehicle look dumb? And then, just to make it even dumber, you guys are probably gonna laugh at it, but who cares, because that's what it's all about here, making it funny. We'll do a Pro Charger on it. No, actually, let's not. Let's do a turbo on it. This video mainly has turbos in it, but oh well, who cares, right? Okay, that's all done. Since this one is going to be squad, we will put a 6-speed in it. But if it doesn't even reach 6th or anything, I'll just swap it to some. Now if it hits 5th, that's when I'll put the 5-speed in it. Or if it's 4th, I'll put a 4-speed. If it only goes to 3rd, I'll put a 3-speed in it. So nothing difficult. I'll just upgrade this and buy all of them. I ain't even gonna install any of them. If it says I need to switch the ladder bar, I'll just go ahead and switch it from the ladder bar to something, or it says I need 3-link, I'll just go to that. But yeah, so let me get this done real fast, and yeah, we can hop into tuning and customization. But I'll probably do customization first. For this, we will put drag seats on the back since it is going to be squatted. Let's do 20s and 25s, and this will go the 18s. This will go 10, 18. This will go 10s on. Guess we can take these out to 12s. And we'll put 24s on it. So as you can see, it's already starting to get squatted. But once we get the tuning done, I will put bigger tires in up on the rear. So, some transmission. Now for gearing, I ain't going to mess with that yet. Like I said, yet. So we'll always go back to it. So we'll come show body. We'll do a 7.0 on it. This, we'll just bring it out to a 0.12. Wheelie bar, don't have a wheelie bar. We'll put the shift up towards the front, only so that way we ain't got everything in the back. Computer, we'll do the 1000, how we're doing everything on it, and do that at 9000. Do that. We'll just run the dyno just to be curious, and then we'll lift up that back tire some. So it does take a minute up to get up to its RPMs and everything, but that'll be fine. I didn't read it. Let me go get the bigger tires. I think it did it only because the back end's in the ground a little bit, so it's not getting everything it needs. We'll do a 27. Actually, a show body. Let's do a 30, actually. Take that up just a little bit. Actually, you know what? Come back to tires and do the front. We'll just do a 31 on it, I guess. Only that way, it's nothing too crazy. But yeah, and then we'll come to here. Settings. We'll turn on the rolling burnout. We'll put on my pro staging, which is for the bump and everything. The digital gauges I do have on. I turned off my menu music. My name is Gas Addict 66, but I'm gonna switch that to diesel. Sorry about that. If you guys heard that. And now it's got customize parts. We'll just put this on it. Now, we aren't putting any spoiler on it. Only because we already know it's not going to wheelie. And for the rims, we'll just do these. For this, we'll do California. Put squatted. Colors here. For this, we will do it pink though, and you will see why here in a minute, why I'm doing it like this, and you'll honestly think it's pretty funny. So, let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. If you got quiet for a minute, I'm sorry, I was trying to concentrate on what I was doing. But yeah, for sure, let me know on what you guys think about the build. And if there's any comments on what you guys think I should do next, let me know and I will try and do that. Actually, let's change the bead to the purple. Do the hoop the pink and the spoke the purple. So bead purple, hoop pink, spoke purple. Only so that way we don't have a lot of pink. And this we'll do white. And for this, make the windows clear. And then we'll come to labels, do it black, find the right style, come here, and put Barbie squatted. Front pink style size. You want this thing fully sized out, cause it's gonna be funny, especially when it's going down the drag strip. Right. But other than that, it's going pretty well with the build. If there's any other cars you would like to see built retardedly, like how this is, let me know, and I will try and do my best on making more builds like this. But other than that, it's going pretty well with the new setup and everything. But yeah, just let me know what you think I should do next. We gotta do the rear still, and then yeah. So let's make the size fully maxed out, and again. But yeah, if you do want to put this build on anything, if you want me to put this build on anything else, let me know, and I will try and do my best on what I can do with it. But other than that, yeah, so let's come decals. And then, we ain't gonna put any decals on it yet. Like I said, yet, so, not like we aren't. I said yet. So, let's come to tune roll. Now, we ain't gonna mess with the gearing yet. We'll leave the gearing stuck for a minute. And we'll see what it runs with the stock gearing. And then, we'll put a lower gearbox in it after we see what it does. And if it does anything better, we'll just switch. No, if it only does 4th or 5th gear, now if it only hits 4th or 5th gear, I'll switch it to a 4 or 5 speed. But other than that, yeah, it'll be fine. As you can tell, it is kind of jumpy with the bump. Now, I did mess that up, so we will retry that, because I did mess it up. I will be straight up honest with that. Now, when it starts backing up, watch the wheels on what they do. They do that only because it straightened itself up. But with the bump, it is more jumpy than what it normally is. So if there's anything else you guys want me to build, let me know and I will try and build it. But yeah. It's only doing, it's only hitting its 4th gear, so I'll just put a 4-speed in it. But other than that, yeah, it's a pretty dang good build, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. So let's come tune transmission real fast, and since we're only putting a 4-speed in it, we'll just drop 6th and 5th all the way down. Because it's not gonna hurt anything. Only for simple fact, we are putting a 4-speed in it. So now that we have the 4-speed in, let's go to tune transmission, and let's fix this 4th gear. We'll bring this into a 2.6. Keep it at a 2.0, and then we'll put this at a 1.4, 1.40, and then drop it down 2 from that. That's 120. 140. So yeah, that'd stay at the 80. And now that that's done, we're going to bring that up to the 260 mark that we have. And then there's that. The gearing isn't the best because I'm not a good gear ratio person. But other than that, this should be good to go now. Let's test it one last time. If you guys wonder why I do Battle Creek and Battle Creek Driveway and Dark all the time, it just makes everything pop out more. I got a 117. That's somewhat bad, so we'll have to redo it, especially since that's low. But other than that, let's hop into this race. Alright, so right now we don't even need that fourth gear. Right now we only need 3 gears in it. So what we should do is let's shorten this fourth gear down to like a 1.0. So that way we can see if we can get that fourth gear in that. Only because I don't want to mess with anything else on it right yet. Now if I have to, I'll shorten the second and first gear. But other than that, it should be fine to go. But this will be, I'll probably try and post another video today. My post schedule will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and I'll try and do Fridays. Well, no, I'll do Fridays. Actually, no, I won't do Wednesdays. I'll do Mondays. How about this? I'll do Monday, Thursday. I'll just do Mondays and Thursdays for now, and I'll probably post a video on Friday too, one day on Friday. But yeah, other than that, yeah. So let's do this. Finish this up real fast. Let's do this. Sorry.